Vicky. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Blue Plate Special. Yep. It's real live music once again right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're hanging out here inside Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us if you like, and if you can't be here with us today, you know, you can always jump over there to the WDVX YouTube channel or Facebook page where you can watch it streaming live. So today our guest is a Knoxville native, but living over just over the mountain, as he says, in South Carolina these days. Y'all give a great big welcome to Taylor Corum. Back to the Blue Plate Special.
I gave her 50 cents for eggs over easy, and her coffee was the strongest in the land. Well, down south it's hot, up here it's freezing. Sometimes things don't work out as planned. Maybe I'd find a place to stay for a while. Little room to hang my head and cry. Well, I ain't much for talking, and the loneliness is fine. Well, I just need a place to hang my head and cry. Well, the snow, it fell like burning embers, and my coat was all I had to keep me warm. Now the way that the wind would blow across Front Street told me everything that I needed to know. Maybe I'd find a place to stay for a while. A little room to hang my head and cry. Well, I ain't much for talking. The loneliness is fine. I just need a place to hang my head and cry. On cry. Well, I ain't much for talking, and the loneliness is fine. I just need a place to hang my hat and cry. Oh, I need a place to hang my hat and cry. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, folks. Well, like Red so kindly said, my name's Taylor Corum, here to play you some songs in what is one of the most important radio stations. So boy howdy to a trailer in Clinton, Tennessee 25 years ago. And boy howdy to Visit Knoxville, which has been the home of the station for some time now, and good for you for being out on a Thursday afternoon. I'm usually watching Me TV. About 50 minutes till Gunsmoke comes on, so I'm going to miss it today. So y'all let me know what happens. Have you ever been to Richmond in November, when the cold Virginia rain is pouring down? Well, friend, I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure when you're all alone and a stranger to the town. Now, don't take me wrong, I do like East Virginia. Oh, and Richmond's full of hospitality. Well, except for one Virginia girl I know of. She made a perfect love wreck out of me. Blue, Virginia blue. Oh, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. Well, there's no girls in the whole wide world that'll break your heart like Virginia girls. Oh, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Now she called me up in St. Paul, Minnesota. She said, I need you here in Richmond right away. Won't you take the bus and I'll meet you at the station? Honey, bring some clothes, I might want you to stay. Well, my bus pulled in about 6:03 this evening, and there wasn't a soul around but me. Oh, maybe she got lost or she's forgotten, and her name ain't in the phone directory. Blue, Virginia blues. Oh, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. Well, there's no girls in the whole wide world that'll break your heart like Virginia girls. There ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. Oh, maybe a place to lie down. Oh, instead of out here knocking around Richmond while that cold Virginia rain pours down. Oh, blue, Virginia blues. Well, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blues. Well, there's no girls in the whole wide world that'll break your heart like Virginia girls. There ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Oh, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Thank you all so much.
Well, this is Taylor Corum with us here today on the Blue Plate special. As I mentioned in the beginning, Taylor grew up here in Knoxville.
Oh, yeah.
And were you musical growing up as well?
Yeah, because of my mother and my father. So my daddy, rocked me in the cradle to the likes of Keith Whitley and Randy Travis. Boy, I tell you what, that first LP of Randy's, that Storms of Life, that they sold like 10 million copies of, back when stuff went diamond. Raised on that. I think there were 2 or 3 of those cassette tapes. I think one of them was my Granny Hoots, and one of them was Mom's, and then Mama, Elvis Presley. We had that the Live from Hawaii on LP, and I'd sit in there with those brown vinyl headphones at the turntable at this desk that we've still got. It's out there in Kodak at Dad's, and I'd sit there and listen to Elvis do a little hunk of burning love. I'd also wear those headphones at the monster truck rally over there at, what is it now, Food City or something, but Thompson Bowling Arena. And sorry, sponsors. And if you're not sponsoring WDVX, please do. But yeah, it was That's what I grew up on. So it's all soul music. That country western music. I think anything that kind of gets you in the gut, kind of makes you really feel something. I mean,
Well, that was a
that's soul
little
music.
Larry Sparks, so there's a little bluegrass in there
It
as
exactly
well.
was. Yeah, first encounter with bluegrass was Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder's live album. Actually, it was that. I'm going to forget the name of it. It was a pretty big single for Skaggs, and I used to hear it on this station. And I remember, shuffling over there to the Walmart and giving them $12 for a CD, and that was them playing Pig in a Pen on that record. Whoa. That's a lot of BPM, folks. That's what they call pinning your ears back.
Those were the days. Taylor, your current project out there, Peace on the Plains, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I spent around about 5 years out in a county in the wonderful rectangle that is Wyoming, the state, and spent some time in Johnson County. And I did a lot of thinking about the West before I was fortunate enough and allowed and privileged enough to get out there and live for a while. And boy, I tell you what, any time, whether it be the East or the West or the other side of the world, when a place sinks its teeth in you, boy, you're done for. You're going to live alongside it for the rest of your life. And so there aren't many minutes that go by that I don't think about Wyoming and my friends out there. And actually, me and a buddy of mine are going to be back out that way at the end of February, playing at the Mint Bar in Sheridan. Been there since the 1800s. So we're excited to take some bluegrass music out there Wyoming ways. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have the opportunity to stop by the merch table over there. It is available, and other merch as well. You can shake and howdy with him afterwards, and certainly thank him for being here with us today. If you're listening in on the radio, TaylorCorum.com is where you can find more information. Tonight, he's going to be just right down the road in the Old City at the Wagon Wheel. Right. And then tomorrow evening, just a little further, over at Yeehaw Brewing Company. So, well, you got a couple of chances to see him while he's here in town. And he mentioned those upcoming performances. There are a lot of... there's some gigs. I think I saw one in Montana. Did I see one in Montana?
Yeah. So my buddy Nick Mingy and I, we've got that duo called the North Hills Ropers, and that's who I'll be with in these couple of shows coming up. So it'll be a heck of a time to keep it PG on radio. And we're playing the Old Saloon out there just outside of Paradise Valley in Montana. That's a little bit of a dream gig for both of us. So we're pretty humbled to get to play with that. We're looking forward to that one.
And there's lots of gigs over in South Carolina scheduled as well. TaylorCorum.com for the complete schedule. Shake and howdy with him afterwards and thank him for being here with us. But for now, I'm out of the way. It's Taylor Corum on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Well, about 8 miles off of Route 16, in the cowboy state lives a crazy dream. Well, I'll buy you that piece of land, build you a home with these two hands, but I won't do it with hammer and nail. Won't be the one digging the well. Oh, I build that frame by writing these songs. Oh, the kind of melody that goes on and on. To build a life by your side. Oh, there ain't a better scene on the screen or in my mind. It's like living out a dream, living out a dream. I love your midnight hair and your eyes that shine, like the way you act after you drink wine. Slow dancing in the kitchen to our favorite songs, to the kind of melodies that go on and on. To build a life by your side, well, there ain't a better scene. On the string or in my mind, it's like living out a dream. Oh, living out a dream. Build a life by your side, oh, there ain't a better scene. On the screen or in my mind, it's like living out a dream. You're like living out a dream. Living out a dream. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's the lead-off track on that newest release, or effort, as I like to say, called Living Out a Dream, on the album Peace on the Plains. I did. I enjoyed my time out there, and we were talking about Larry Sparks and bluegrass music earlier, and my gosh, this is a bluegrass station, so I'm going to play some bluegrass for you. This is my take on it. This is one called Between Here and Wyoming. Well, somewhere between here and Wyoming, there's a girl that has my heart. Well, I call out her name, but it's all in vain. She tore my world apart. Well, I met her just outside of South Dakota. I recall it was snowing that day. Well, her love, it blew in like a blizzard, covered me up and then drifted away. All somewhere between here and Wyoming, there's a girl that has my heart. Well, I call out her name, but it's all in vain. Oh, she tore my world apart. The next morning I headed for the depot. I bought a one-way ticket on the Western Star, a few eggs, a big old pot of coffee. Just one night she couldn't be very far. All somewhere between here and Wyoming, there's a girl that has my heart. Well, I call out her name, but it's all in vain. Oh, she tore my world apart. Come on, I reached Buffalo in the golden hour. I lit a cigar, walked a few blocks into town. I saw her slow dancing at the Occidental. I shot twice as she fell to the ground. Oh, somewhere between here and Wyoming, there's a girl that has my heart. Well, I call out her name, but it's all in vain. She tore my world apart. Well, I call out her name, but it's all in vain. Oh, she tore my world apart. Thank you. I've been wanting to record that song, so thank you, Justin. Well, all right. We're talking about that music I was raised on. At about somewhere over there at Fulton High School, I had an English teacher named Ann Abbott, who I just think kind of hung the moon and was a wonderful English teacher. I always had pretty great English teachers, hence maybe being a fan of writing. I'm sure I had good math teachers too, but I mean, you know, math. Freaking math. All right. But I believe Miss Abbott was the first person that ever told me about Doc Watson. Boy, and I heard some ums out there. You know, I tell you what, isn't that something? What a, I'm not a big legacy guy. I mean, what is that? But an after someone's been gone for a while, and someone who played a lot of shows and loved his family and interacted with fans and loved playing that guitar like Doc did. What a thing to get a I mean, you did something right, you know. And so I never knew Doc Watson, but I know Doc Watson. And whoever said out in the audience, you know Doc Watson, you know. So I'm going to play you a Doc Watson song. This is off a record, came out on the Sugar Hill imprint. It's a $3 name for a record label. $3 word, they say. But Doc had a record he had cut with a fellow by the name of Jack Lawrence, who I got the privilege to play this song with. And when I looked over at Jack one night when we were playing this song together down there in Nashville, I said, Jack, you got this song on Portrait. It's called Leaving London. He said, oh, the old Tommy Paxton song. He said, you know, Doc would just bring in these obscure, you know, covers. And we'd be like, Doc, what in the world? You know, okay, we'll play it. So if you go looking for this, be on the lookout for Jerry Douglas's dobro solo. It might be one of the prettiest you'll ever hear. So thanks, Doc and company. Here's Leaving London. Well, there's a dark and rolling sea between my love and me as I walk through this cold and lonesome town. And as I wish for a better day, I need a place to stay, if it's just a floor to spread my blanket down. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. Well, off and on I change my shirt just to wash away the dirt, and then it's over to American Express. Not a letter do I find, she didn't even send a line, and I know she has my forwarding address. But if I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my own true love again. Now last night the troubadour, so full they barred the door, played the song that she loved to hear. See, it wouldn't take me long to make up another song about a sad, lonesome farewell. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my home true love again. At my room I closed the door, spread my blanket on the floor, feeling like a man in a cell. Sleep finally comes to me as I drift across the sea to the waiting arms of the girl I love so well. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some old ship or plane, I'd leave old London tomorrow, and I'd fly to my home true love again. Yes, I'd fly to my home true love again. Thank you.
It's Taylor Corum with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Real quickly, I just need to mention support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville, Downtown Knoxville, and of course Barley's down in the old city. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays, and tomorrow we'll be down there with Florencia and the Feeling. You can always visit our website there at WDVX.com to find the calendar, find out who is headed in our direction here at WDVX. I'm not going to brag, but I'm going to brag because I did get to meet Doc Watson several times. And it was, I mean, not only was he a phenomenal musician, but just a really regular kind of guy. You know, he wasn't afraid to, like, you know, big festivals. There's the big stage, and generally there's a little stage tucked over here to entertain people while the big stage is changing out. And Doc was one of those kind of people that hung out at the little stage and wanted to hear other people's stuff there, and it was an amazing force. Anyway, off the subject here, Taylor Corum's with us. Taylor, do you ever write with other people?
Yes. My dear friend that's in this audience this afternoon, which I'm so grateful for, my buddy Nick Mingy, and then my good friend that lives down there in Kingston Springs, Tennessee. I always think about Johnny Cash going, in Kingston Springs. But yeah, Ben Roberts, who is one of my favorite writers. And in fact, the kind of honky-tonk tune that I kicked the show off with called Hang My Hat and Cry, also off of Peace on the Plains, Ben and I wrote that one over maybe a decaf cup of coffee. I don't know. It was pretty darn. Maybe it's like a whiskey and a decaf coffee or something. I don't know, which seems like they cancel each other out. But yes, it's such an intimate thing, Red. You know, and I'm not like peacocking and saying this. I mean, you know, people will reach out, and I've reached out to people, and they've kindly, you know, said, no, I don't know, or I've had to say no, and it ain't nothing personal. I just, man, it's such an
it is
intimate
personal.
thing. Yeah,
It is actually personal.
Yeah, it's just pretty sacred. I just think it's a big deal.
It's kind of a chemistry kind of thing, whether you gel with that person or not.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, Taylor's going to do a few more tunes for us here today, so I'm going to slide out of the way. Taylor Corum.com if you're out there listening in. It's Taylor Corum on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Thank you so much, Red, and thanks again to WDVX for having me out. You know, I can't help but think last time I got the chance to do this, my mama, she was having a good day, and Mom got sick and passed away a little over a year ago, and went on to be in glory. And boy, I mean, there ain't a day that goes by that I cannot wait to catch up. And I'll, as long as the Lord sees fit, I'm happy to stand behind this wooden wire and play and try to write a song. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't. I'm ready. I'm ready to see my mama. So when the time comes, I look forward to it. But I was working this little job in a T-shirt screen printing place, and I had a big old wave of grief roll over me like it does, depending on the day or the moment. And I was kind of exhausted, kind of out of breath, kind of how I feel right now, but that's all right. It's okay to feel out of breath. And I was thinking, and I just said, if I died today, they'd all smile and say that he's gone to be with Mama. And so I took the next about, 6 or 7 minutes and just kind of wrote this next song I'm going to play for you in what I'd call a swift kick. I remember running over to my buddy Lou, who's still a really wonderful friend to me, who might be watching. Hey, Lou, I love you, buddy. I'm glad to know you. And I got to share this song Acappella to him, and he was so kind to listen and be just as excited as I was about it. So I'm excited to play it for you, as excited as I can be. This is Gone to Be with Mama. Well, if I died today, they'd all smile and say he's gone to be with Mama. He couldn't take no more till he reached heaven's door. He's gone to be with Mama. Well, I could see the ripples in the Jordan where she crossed over to glory's shore. Well, I've done all I can. This is my final stand. I've gone to be with Mama. Well, when I got there, she was waiting with open arms and a warm hug for me. The angel band played in G major as we danced there on golden streets. I could see the ripples in the Jordan where she crossed over to glory's shore. I've done all I can. This is my final stand. I've gone to be with Mama. I could see the ripples in the Jordan where she crossed over to glory's shore. Well, I've done all I can. This is my final stand. I've gone to be with Mama. Well, I've done all I can. Lord, take my hand. I've gone to be with Mama. Thank you, folks. Thanks for letting me share that with you. Dad, Kelly, and Jill, I love you so much. Very much. When she got sick, it was kind of a mad dash to learn a bunch of songs that I wanted to play for. Felt a little on the clock. And I had, oh man, I love Billy Strings so much. And I saw Billy play the fire out of this song one time and realized it was an old Jim and Jesse song. And I think a fella by the name of Johnny Horton, he also cut this song. And so it's the only place I know where to go after that. And it's to sing you one about a big old bear. This is Slewfoot. Well, it's high on a mountain. Tell me what you see. All bear tracks looking back at me. Well, you better get your rifle before it's too late, 'cause the bear's got a little pig and headed for the gate. Oh, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. He's running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Oh, some people say he looks a lot like me. Well, I saved up my money and I bought me some bees, and they started making honey way up in the trees. Well, I cut down the tree, but the honey was gone. I guess old Slewfoot's done made himself at home. Well, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. He's running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Oh man, that's that bluegrass music, folks. It make you feel good. It's 40 below, all the river's froze over, so where can he go? Well, we'll chase him out the gully and we'll run him in the well, and we'll shoot him at the bottom just to listen to him, yeah. Oh, he's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. He's running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Oh, some people say he looks a lot like me. Well, he ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Lord, some people say he looks a lot like me. Yeah, Slewfoot. Oh, yeah, man.
Taylor Corum with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one last tune from Taylor. But before we do, we want to invite everybody back again tomorrow. We're going to do this all over again, except we'll be at Barley's for the big plate tomorrow with Florencia and the Feeling. You can always find out more about the band by visiting our website at WDVX.com. And of course, we are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a donation box in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going on the Blue Plate Special. TaylorCorum.com for more information, y'all. Tonight, he'll be just down the street at the Wagon Wheel for full performance, and then tomorrow evening at Yeehaw Brewing Company. And on February 10th at Knoxville Brew Works as well. So find the complete schedule there at taylorcorum.com for more information. There is merch available right here in the house. After the show, feel free to shake and howdy with him and thank him for being here with us today. I want to thank y'all for being here with us and invite you to join us again real soon. Thank you for being here with us today. Will you leave us with the last one?
Yeah, you bet. I'm going to play y'all another new song that I wrote. And Red, thank you so much. Thanks for hosting. Thank you, WDVX. Thanks, Justin, sound engineer. Thanks, Jeter on audio. Thanks, Jessica, for running front of house. Love you all. I can't wait to come back. This is not planned, and it's a song called It Never Entered My Mind. Well, it never entered my mind. I thought I'd see you, hold you one more time. There's no song, no sound, not a soul around. Oh, it never entered my mind. 52nd Street is lonely tonight. I'm searching aimlessly for another high. Someone that I can talk to, or someone that I can call. Or will I face a small hours alone? Oh, it never entered my mind. I thought I'd see you, hold you one more time. There's no song, there's no sound, there's not a soul around. Well, it never entered my mind. Well, what to do now at the corner of the world? Is there a messenger? Or maybe another girl, someone that I can count on, someone that I can call. Or will I face the small hours alone? It never entered my mind. I thought I'd see you, hold you one more time. There's no song, there's no sound, there's not a soul around. Well, it never entered my mind. Well, it never entered my mind. Well, it never entered my mind. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me play these songs for you.
That's Taylor Corum, y'all. Thank you, and join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.